Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is day 133 of my road to 2000 ELO, and I'm at 1963. Okay, we got a game against a 2057, joined 3 days ago. Why am I getting matched with the people getting their accounts? He has some wins, bro. He has some... You know what, I don't care, I'm gonna play. Let's go with the Slav defense. I mean, he cannot be cheating, and he is subscribed to... He's a diamond member. So maybe he is, I think he's overrated. He is overrated. So maybe like 2200. But let's see. It's kind of a weird exchange. I don't know. I never seen an exchange before. He gets his bishop out here, trying to go for this, but then you can play the move a6. Knight there. That's a little bit weird. Okay, so I can play the move e6 if he wanted to take. Well, e6, he takes and I can just take, and after like a move here, I can just defend, so it's not really a problem. Okay, now here's trying to get to this pawn. But I can play this. I mean, I can play knight to d7, allow him to take, to play rook to b8, allow him to take the other pawn so that I can take this pawn, but I don't think that's important. I don't think it's worth it, right? So I'm just gonna play the move b6, but b6 he can play like a move like e3 to get the bishop active, but I'm gonna play that to d7 anyway. Okay, sorry, I'm a little bit sick, so I cannot speak correctly, but I think he's gonna play e3, yes, to get the bishop out here. It does make sense. Knight to d7 here, bishop to e6. Well, what he's trying to do after bishop check and knight to d7, he will take, and after I take with the queen, he takes here and ruin my structure. So we play this. After this check, we block, and when he takes, I take with the queen and take back. Okay. Well, I can just castle. If you wanted to take, I can just take with the knight, and if I castle, he takes my knight. I can just take with the other knight. So yeah, I don't really see anything here. And then we can play a move like a6, he takes, and then we play knight to b8. He cannot defend the bishop, and if you move the bishop, he'll lose the queen. So a6 is actually good, but a6 he will just take. I take with the knight, he takes me here, I take back. He gets the knight here. No, because we can just take it. Yeah, I think he's gonna castle. He's gonna castle, or he's gonna play... I mean, the knight to e5, it's not good, because I can just take, and after pawn takes, I get the knight back. No, that's a blunder. Sorry. Knight here, knight takes, pawn takes, knight back here, bishop takes, queen takes, and everything is defended. But I really want to play the move a6, and he cannot take, even though it's attacked twice, defended once. But after this move, and he takes with the bishop, I can play knight to b8, attacking the bishop twice. And if you move the bishop, he'll lose the queen. That's why after this move, he will get the bishop to e2. And then we would play b5, attacking the queen one more time. The queen is to move. We would have a very good position for the knight on b6, controlling c4. So yeah, I love this expansion with the pawns and putting the knight on b6. If he just castled. But we will see. And if he took me here, well, he's giving me the bishop pair. Even though he can get it back right away after knight takes, knight here, bishop here. Yes. We cannot take with the bishop because we will lose our knight. That's why we need to take with the knight. And now he's going to play something like knight to h4 to try to get my bishop, because he gave me the bishop pair and he needs to get one back, or I'm going to have a slight advantage because bishops are, you know, much better than a knight. So he plays this move, I go here, he plays this, I go here, he plays this, I go here, he takes, and then I can take like this, but I don't like this file being open. So if he played this, no, he just wants to go here. Okay, understandable, he's trying to go for this move, which I can definitely go to c7. So a6, knight to c6, queen c7, knight takes, queen takes, bishop takes is actually possible. So we don't want that. And this move is a little bit annoying, I cannot stop it. But I can move the bishop. So moving the bishop here, he will get the knight there, I'll get the queen out, and I have a good bishop. This move, he plays this, I go queen to c7, there will be rook to c1 to attack my queen under, indirectly. And after this move, he goes here. Yeah, knight here is very annoying. So how do you think I can stop it? I can get the queen out first. Or, yeah, that is an annoying position though. This move, and I have to go here, and the rook will be there, and I have to, and I have to get the bishop here. Yeah, that is annoying. And I really need to play this move, a6. So bishop here, he plays knight there, I get the queen here, he gets the rook here. Whenever he moves the knight, I can hide on b8, so yeah, I think this is a good move, right? I don't think it's like a horrendous move, but it's fine. Because I'm gonna keep the bishops. He will go here, queen to c7, rook to c1. Yes. This is defended twice. And definitely he will put the rook on c1, just because it feels good to put a rook in, in the face of the queen. a6 doesn't work because he can take with the bishop. Wait, I can actually maybe take it. If this bishop takes, I can take with the rook, because if queen takes, I can take the knight. So I want 2 pieces for the rook, but he also won 2 pieces as he won a rook and a pawn. So I gave him 6 points, he gave me 6 points. It's still okay, but his rook will be super annoying on c1. Oh, nice. It's actually nice. Nice move. He's trying to put the knight there, and I cannot move. He's trying to go for this. But if he played this, he just loses the knight, right? So maybe he's gonna prepare rook to c1 first, then play this to defend the knight. Okay. Okay, so what do I do? I think I can play this. Bishop to c2. If he takes, I just take. But the bishop is strong. This move is not helpful. Knight here, he goes there and I can just take. So knight here, rook to c1, knight takes, rook takes, and whatever he moves the knight, I can just move my queen here or here so that I will be safe. Even if there is a check, I can just take it. So this move, he takes, I take, rook to c1. But it is a very annoying position. Yeah. So bishop here, he can just play the move b3, which is kind of annoying. So bishop here, if he takes, I can just take like this. And we can play the move e5. He takes, I take with the bishop. He takes with the knight, I take with the queen. And the idea behind this move is to put the bishop on c8. Yeah, but this is very weakening of this pawn and the center. So e5, rook c1, pawn takes, knight takes. I believe this is a good move. This takes. I like this. And also trying to get the bishop out here, back there to attack the bishop too, because it's very annoying. I think this is the move. e5. And even though I took a break from chess for about like maybe 2 weeks, I've been playing like only maybe one game every 2 to 3 days. He took right away. Okay, we take. If he wants to take, I can just take back. I don't know. And also, why would you remove the pressure? It's kind of weird. Is he thinking about this? That might be actually a good move. No, he did not play it, even though he actually had a chance to play this. But now, bishop back here. If he takes, I take with the rook, and I'm super happy. What else do we have? This move is very annoying. And I really need to put a rook on c8, so I think that the move should be bishop here. Let us trade. If you don't want to trade, please get the hell out of here, so that we can put the bishop on b7. It will be much better. What is that? So I can just take. He wants to take with the queen. I put the rook on d8. And everything is protected, so... Okay. Fine by me. Take with the queen. Rook fd8 to protect this 3 times. And, you know, we're doing okay. The knight is good in a good position. This pawn is a little bit weak, but I think I have all it takes to defend the pawn. I have literally 4 pieces defending the pawn. Okay, that's a move. 3 attackers. He's trying to be annoying against this pawn, which is understandable. And I cannot attack because he can just take here. And of course I cannot play this, and I cannot get a queen trade because maybe I can actually get a queen trade. Because if queen takes, rook takes, it pushes the pawn and I can just take. And he cannot add more attackers on this pawn. But wait, after queen to b8, queen takes, rook takes, in rook to d4, I play rook to d7, he plays rook to d1, and rook bd8, he pushes the pawn, and I cannot take. I can actually take because after he takes, I take back, and after rook takes, I can take with the knight. So I think queen to b8 is possible. because you definitely don't want the queen to stay there forever. So, and we can push, but he will definitely just take, and I cannot take back because I'll lose with a check. And I also have knight to g4, but he will happily play this. I'll go here, he pushes like this, and I get back with the knight. So I just made a weakness. Actually, I love this move. But if this move, he can play this. No, he blunders this check. So we have actually the move knight to g4, and the only way to stop it is to play g3, which then allows me to play queen to h5, threaten checkmate. Then he needs to push like this, and he's just weakening his structure even more, and then I can just get back with the knight to defend this. I actually like it. Right? Let's just go for it. This move, if he takes with the queen, with the rook, with the knight, it doesn't matter, that's checkmate. Let's just go for it. He cannot play this. Yeah, so he played that. We go back here, threaten checkmate. He needs to play this. Just weaken his structure and then get back. Weaken the structure, get back, and we see what can we do. We can play maybe like g5, trying to break open the king, and after he takes back, we can simply move the king and get the rook in. But I'm 100% sure he's going to play rook to d4. Why? Because he needs to get rook to d1 to add more pressure on this weakness. If he understands weaknesses in chess. Of course he does. 2057. So if I were white, I would definitely play rook to d4 without even thinking about it. This move is amazing. Now I think I need to attack, because rook to d1 is coming no matter what. I can play g5, and he can take with the knight. And maybe if I take, he will take with the rook. And after rook takes, queen takes, I cannot take here because I lose my queen. That is very sad. So he wants to get the rook here. Okay. Okay. A g5 is very slow because he can just take here. And he's trying to go there. I don't know if I should give him this pawn on a7, but I think I should. Because he will take here, like no matter what. And I can play rook here, but then he will take. And then I cannot even defend this pawn. Okay. And how about, what can I play? Queen to h6. He can just take here. After knight takes, rook takes. I think I'm going to lose a pawn anyway, so maybe it's better to lose the center pawn and not lose very important pawns that are stopping his pawns. But where am I going to go? Queen to e5, rook to d1, knight h5, rook takes, and I cannot take because I'll lose with a check. So the knight is very important to stop this. And if he wants to take with the knight, I take like this. That is annoying. How about just rook to e8? He wants to take here. Who gives a fuck? Just take. He takes with the rook. I get the queen here, trying to sacrifice, and after he takes, I can give him a check, and maybe I can I think rook to e8 is fine. Or maybe queen to f3, rook to d1, knight, rook to e8, and after he takes with the knight, I just take, and after rook takes, I sack the rook, he takes, that's a check, but he can block. No, he cannot block. And maybe we can get a draw against this guy and get 2 points. I think this is a good move, right? I mean, he cannot attack me. He can attack me with this move. Well, he can, but this move, rook d1, rook to e8, and knight takes, rook takes, pawn takes, queen check, king here, check, here, check, here, check, here, check, here, check. It will be a draw if I manage to do that. So let's try to get it. Let's try to get the draw. I'm still defending this pawn, and he needs to play rook to d1 in order to win the pawn. But then I play rook to e8. So rook to d1, rook to e8, knight takes. Oh, but there's queen takes. Ah, that's what I missed. There is queen takes. And I cannot play rook to e8 to try to go for the sacrifice because he can just take this rook. Oh, come on. Come on. So he wants to take with the knight. And after knight takes, there will be rook takes. And after rook takes, there will be some kind of a check and I can lose my queen, so I have to be careful. I have knight to g4, which is, this is very weak and he needs to defend, right? And then we can sacrifice, and after this check, he can block. And after another check, he can move. I think knight to g4, I think knight to g4 is still fine. Oh, come on. I did not look at rook to f4. Why did I play it without even thinking? That's very bad. That is very bad. This move threatens this. This move, I mean, I'm gonna lose my queen. It doesn't matter what do I do yet. It's just crazy how I just lose with one move, man. Take, he will take with the knight. I have nothing. Man, why is this? Yeah, I mean, come on. Am I blind? How I did not see that? Maybe a better move was like knight here, but no, he can just take it. After I take, I'll lose the game. So yeah, this move was bad because I did not look at rook to f4. I looked at it, but after a freaking happened. So if I take the rook, he will take with one of these two pawns. I'll get back. Still defending, but then he will definitely take. And after knight takes, rook takes. I cannot even take. I'll lose this. So yeah, this is just losing. We resign. But hopefully this guy, I mean, he can never be cheating because he's a diamond member, even though he joined 3 days ago. No one is that stupid to pay money to cheat. Let's see. Okay, so we played this love defense. Here I was supposed to play e6, but I like to get the bishop out before. Wow, this is just a losing move. I had to get the queen here and allow him to double my pawns on both sides. Wow. And that is the move. Oh, this is the move because I need to take, and then he will get in with his check, and I have to play knight to d7, and then he might take, and after I take, I mean, it's still fine. That's a blunder because of this move. Oh. because he can take my knight then, and after I take it with the bishop, there will be too much pressure on this knight. I had to go back with this knight. Yeah, but he missed it, and I just castled. Wow. I had to go here, and I was thinking about it, but I was like, I'm just helping him to get the rook on c1 and moving the knight out of the way, so it's just a little bit crazy. Trying to trade was best. Rook to d8 was nice. Knight here was also fine. We played the best move. Okay. And I had to go here. Knight to e5. What if rook takes? Knight to e5, rook takes, check. He goes here. That's a weird move. Knight to e5. Why? And he played the correct moves, and that was the blunder because of this, yes. Knight to e5, I don't understand. I mean, if rook takes d5, it's saying that there has to be knight to f3 check. But after knight to f3, king to g2, and after king to g2, play knight h4. Knight takes h4 check. Wow. So after rook takes, knight here, king to g2, knight takes h4 check, pawn takes, check, here, check, here. Oh, I can get a draw. Oh. Wow. So I missed this, this, here, this. But what if he didn't take? He goes to h3, and I play knight to f5, check, king to g2, and after king to g2, what do? We just repeat moves. He goes there. That's actually mate in 2. Because of, yes, sorry, queen to f3, he goes there, and that's checkmate. Yeah. So we definitely missed that. Knight to e5, trying to go for this check, and we can sacrifice to get a draw. Wow. I knew it is weakening of his structure, but I did not think about knight to e5 and knight to f3 check. Yeah, and that definitely looked, I mean, I knew he's going to play rook to d5 and rook to d1 and try to get to this pawn, which is a very weak pawn. But this move didn't came to mind. And after that, I mean, I had to go here for some reason to try to break through with the move g5, because I will definitely lose this pawn. And here, that's the blunder. I mean, yeah, I mean, come on. I just closed the only square that is safe for my queen. Yeah. Yeah, that was very bad. Very bad. This is the first blunder because I missed knight to e5. And I had to castle. But then he will go bishop takes d7. But where is the blunder? Knight takes d7. Oh, knight to c6. Knight to c6. Oh. Because you're threatening both pieces and also with the bishop. And when I move my queen, I'll lose the bishop. That's what I blundered. Knight to e5. And the other blunder was horrific. I mean, come on. We blundered rook to f4, trapping our queen. And we get back to 1957. But yeah, I mean, I took a break for 2 weeks. I'm not making an excuse, but yeah, when you take a break, you will lose some of your power. And we need a little bit of time to get back. Thank you so much for watching. See you tomorrow.